Welcome to a special episode of the MC Knitting Adventures podcast. My name's Colleen.
And my name is May. Welcome returning viewers, and for those of you watching us for the first time, we're so glad you could join us today. Now today's a little bit different. It's not like our regular podcast. What had happened before, we had gone to a alpaca farm, and Colleen and I had learned how to do dryer ball felting, and we also had tried to do felted soap, which was great. So on the video today, that's what we're going to be sharing with you. Because we're doing soap and we decided to do soap, I just thought it would be a great thing to show you. And we're actually making the soap. Not only are we going to felt the soap, but we're going to make the soap. So,
oh my goodness. Hold on to your hats.
I mean, this was probably one of the earlier podcasts that we had done. You'll see that Colleen's hair is a little bit different color. But we haven't really changed that much.
Thank you.
I don't think that we have, but maybe the viewers have probably seen some kind of change. This was before COVID. And it was, I believe we were inside a podcast when we did this.
Right, absolutely.
But I think it's important to see how to do a dry ball. And the lady that did it, she was very good at showing us how to do it, and I thought it would be good.
And there was a whole group of us around her big table.
Yeah,
it was great.
It was a really nice day. And so we'd like to share that with you again since we're in the soap business now. Mm-hmm. And we'll put that video in, then we'll come back and talk about it.
And they can be all the same color, all different colors, whatever you want. Now when you're trying to rip your roving, if your hands are really close together, you almost can't do it. But if you hold your hands a little further apart, it comes apart really easy. That's because of the length of the fibers. I don't know how long these fibers would be, but if you keep your hands further apart, it works better. Okay, so just relax and have fun. Don't worry about anything, okay? It'll all work out. And even if your balls look like ridiculous at the end or too big or something, it's quite amazing. They really do turn out pretty nice, so don't worry. So I just wrap it around my hand. This is like if you had a bit of string, and you were starting to wind a little ball of string or yarn. And so I just kind of make a little bow tie. Now you will start to learn you can exert a certain amount of pressure on this. But if you pull too hard, it'll come apart. But that's okay. You can incorporate a small piece in. So there's a safety lock on here, and this thing is a safety guard. So I just unlocked it. So now it's going to felt. Now I just do this, and you only need to do it about that much, and that's just. This is my way that I've developed over many years, and that just holds it in place while you figure out what your next strip is going to be, because if you set it down, it would just go and it would be all out again, so it just holds it. So then I usually go kind of the middle way again. So our idea is we're going to shape it into a ball. So then I go the other way. And this is really clean white fiber. Some of it's pretty full of vegetation. So even though it's all been washed, gone through the mill many times, some of the animals' food, like their hay and their straw and that, are going to be in it. So I'm just working my way around, trying to eventually make this into a ball. And you want to do it as tight as you can, but it is a little tricky, especially when you've never done it before. Okay, near the end, just what I do is I try to just tease this out a little bit over the sides so I don't have a big ridge there. So the dryer balls should last you between 2 and 5 years, depending on your usage. They're really great for down jackets. So you wash your down jacket and then you put it in the dryer with your dryer balls, and it does a great job. So I'm just tidying up. And you should try to go into your ball the best you can at a 90-degree angle. Because if you start going in at 45 angles, you're going to break the needles. And I won't get mad at you, and it happens. It happens. But it's better if it doesn't happen. So I'm just saying, just try, to stay at a 90-degree angle. I'm going a bit at an angle there, but I'm not twisting it or anything. So once in a while, like, it's just weird, like, bam, like, you don't even know why it happened, and some bust, and there. So this is pretty good. There. So you can open up your thing, rip it into strips. then on the end, you have to, I found out if you put a white tie, it'll come undone. And you don't want your balls to come out of these in the washing machine. If they come out early on in the felting process, they're like wrecked, which is terrible. But if it comes out later, it's not as much of a deal because they'll already be partly felted. So just put a twist tie on here, good and tight. So after this, I'm going to put them in the wash, and then we can go and...
After doing the dryer balls, we went outside to visit some of the alpacas, and then once we visited the alpacas, we came back in and we began to felt our soap.
We felt alpaca fiber, and then we decorate with a little bit of colored wool. Hands are dry. It's a good idea to get it ready. So I'll be doing mine in like a brownish fawn color, and then I'll be putting this on for decoration. And so it's good to have it ready, because otherwise when your hands are wet it just doesn't work very well. So we have about 4 different kinds of fiber that we can use. It's all alpaca. this one is a mixture of animal like Bella Carmella and the white alpaca. So it's kind of like butterscotch ripple or something like that, you know, something like that. So this one was done out in New Brunswick. They put them in these bumps. The lady who does it at Rodney, you just get it in a big bag. So I don't want to like work it too much because I want to add in my color. And if I start really rubbing this and working, it's going to get to the point where it won't accept this color because you will have felted it too much. I'm just rubbing it so that it gets to the point where your piece of color isn't like moving around a whole lot, like it seems to be hanging together. And if you do a lot of these, you want to get good Ziploc bags. If you're only going to do a couple, you can buy them at the dollar store. Here, you try not to get too much soap on the outside of your bag. You also try to not have a whole lot of air in there because you want to have pretty good contact. Anyhow, that's what it looks like.
So let's show you first of all the finished part of the dryer balls. So May, if you'll hold up the finished one and what it started with.
Okay, this is what it started with, and this is how it ends up when you felt after
Exactly.
felting.
And the trick is you obviously want to try and make it like a globe,
Right.
is what you do. I think it will felt a little, it'll get a little bit smaller once
Right.
we've used them. We haven't used them because we wanted to show them
Right.
to you first.
Now Deb sells them, and hers were a little bit smaller. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why, but
Yeah.
maybe she used less of this when she was
Maybe.
selling them. But
Yeah.
that's how they turned out. This
And
is
it's
what
a
it started
great
with.
package. So as I said, if you don't feel like doing the class, you can go out and buy those. They would be a great present for somebody. So then we had a little bit of fun. Well, what a surprise. Here come two purple things. So, I don't know. It just happens. So this is one where I made a little heart on it. And I love the color purple. It was a nice deep
Yeah,
purple.
that's on the video, and that looked good how you did that.
Exactly.
That was great, yeah.
And then this one was just a single strand that we rolled around and around and around. So it started there, all the way around, and then there it ended up.
And there you go. There you have our dryer balls, and that'll be great for when we throw in. But, you know, we don't normally put a piece of tinfoil in, but that's a good tip.
It is a great tip.
So we'll do that when we do our laundry.
Perfect.
Nice.
So that's those. Now, the other thing that we did,
If I could juggle, I would juggle.
it's a whole other episode, I'm just saying.
It's our circus episode.
All right, so then we did soaps. So we have two. Now this starts off with this lovely beige alpaca. Okay, and you wrap it around the soap. You will have seen it. And then we just added a nice orange color. And it is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I know. It's
It's
smells
just
so
nice.
good.
And I have one of these. We bought one of these at a show or somewhere. One of those yarn stores we were in. We bought
You know
them.
what? It was a Christmas present for you.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or
Well,
maybe Santa. It might have been Santa.
I don't know where you bought it. Do you know where you bought it?
Yeah, I did. I was out
okay.
at Debbie's when you were
were
there.
you? Oh. The things you learn on this podcast, I love it.
There we go.
And I use mine all the time. It's awesome.
It's a little
So,
bit
yeah.
like an exfoliator,
Yeah.
kind of, but it's not rough. So
Mine is
I-
lavender. I got the lavender
Yeah.
one, which was good. But it's great to know that you did that.
I know.
You know, I think
Lots
we
of
should
fun.
start up a little store and sell this stuff.
You never know.
I like that idea.
And then here's the other one that we did. So this, once again, is a different color of alpaca, and then we just put a little purple. The reason why we did the colors we did was because of what scents. This is the lavender one, which should smell like the one you have.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now, do you like using it?
I do.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I do.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, it's just different to get used to because
Yeah.
you're not used to having that, sheep's fur on you. You're washing yourself in the
Well,
morning.
alpaca's a little softer, so
But
it's okay.
great soap that she uses too.
It is.
And
It smells amazing.
Nice. But even so, you could wrap them up and put them in your drawer. Or you
Exactly.
put it in with your knitting.
Yep.
And it makes your knitting smell really nice.
Absolutely.
There you go. It was
Very
a great
nice.
day.
We
Hope you
did.
learned a little bit from that video.
Yeah. We
Maybe
had a wonderful
inspired
time.
you to go and do this kind of thing. Well, looking back on that video, it definitely has inspired Colleen and I to maybe try some more felting and different things with felting.
Exactly.
But definitely, I think for our craft fair and our booth, I think we would like to try and felt some soaps to
Do
sell.
you know we have some fiber to do that with?
We could do that.
We could. Guess
Now-
what? A new thing.
People that are really, like we just did the stripe thing, very
Right.
very limited kind of what you
Right.
could do. I've seen them with different little pictures. I mean,
Wow.
we could maybe get into that later.
Right.
I don't
All
know.
I know is finger protection.
Yeah.
Because when they're doing that, watch out.
Yes, that's true. Yes. So we're looking forward to that. We hope that maybe inspired you, like I said in the video. And just wanted to share that with you.
So thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, give us a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, let us know if there's any other stores you'd like to go to or any other crafts you'd like us to try, because we really enjoy doing this for you. So until next time,
You take care.